Yes! Welcome back, everybody. It's Orange Hat coming to you with another freaking video. Jussie Smollett could be heading back to jail after losing his appeal on the 2019 hate crime hoax. The one where he in himself committed a hate crime because he blamed white people for beating on him and trying to lynch him in Chicago in negative 60-degree wind chill weather and whatnot, when he actually hired somebody to beat on him because his freaking career sucks. But let's get into this. Holy crap, folks. Justice. I love it. But yeah, Jussie Smollett could soon go back to jail after Illinois' appeals court today backed the ex-Empire's actor's disorderly conduct convictions stemming from a faked hate crime. Actually, a hate crime that he committed while alleging a hate crime was committed against him, and playing fast and loose with the truth with Chicago cops. We affirm the judgment of the Circuit Court of Cook County, said Appellate Justice David Navarro and Mary Ellen Colan, for the majority in a largely procedural-based opinion released Friday. On March 10th last year, after multiple trips to court, Smollett was sentenced to 150 days in jail and 30 months probation over the staged early 2019 incident on the freezing Windy City streets. Proclaiming his innocence, Smollett was let out of Cook County Jail on March 16, 2022, after an appellate court granted a motion from his lawyers for a stay of the sentence pending appeal. The fact that it took this long, folks, over a year and a half to get this appeal in motion, or to get this whole thing going, says a lot. Now that appeal has failed with a 2-1 opinion, which means Smollett will likely go back to jail unless an Illinois Supreme Court grants the performer a new and successful appeal ASAP. Please don't. Which means Smollett will most likely, or I already read that. We wish to highlight that the decision was divided, with Justice Lyle offering a detailed analysis in favor of Smollett. A spokesperson for Smollett, attorney Tina Glandian, and the actor's defense team told Deadline today, "We are preparing to escalate this matter to the Supreme Court armed with a substantial body of evidence." If you had as much evidence to clear him of any wrongdoing, he wouldn't have lost his appeal. Given the absence of non-prosecution agreement with the CCSAO, the Cook County State Attorney's Office, re-prosecuting Smollett was not fundamentally unfair. The majority opinion states because the charges against Smollett were null prossed, or prosed, I have no idea what that means, before jeopardy and attached in the first criminal proceeding, the subsequent prosecution did not violate his right against double jeopardy. Boom! In her dissent, Appellate Judge Fredrena Lyle, that's a name, said that it was fundamentally unfair that Dan Webb was appointed special prosecutor after Smollett had completed the community service that was a consequence of the controversial deal his lawyers previously made with Cook County State Attorney Kim Foxx's office to get charges dropped. Rich or poor, famous or infamous, the state is called to prosecute everyone fairly and justly and not be swayed simply by public criticism, wrote Justice Lyle today. Unfortunately, this case shows that outcry from some members of the community and media pressure can lead to a dismantling of such an agreement between the state and a defendant. No, actually what dismantled it was the fact that Kim Foxx knew Jussie Smollett, didn't step down due to conflict of interest, and that is why he was re-prosecuted. Look it up, folks. Convicted on December 9th, 2020 over the widely covered January 19 so-called MAGA attack by thugs in ski masks who later turned out to be personal trainers hired by the actor. Smollett's sentence of 5 felony convictions last year also included $120,106 in restitution to the city of Chicago for the overtime the police spent on the initial case and a further $25,000 fine. At first attracting a wide swath of support, including Donald Trump. As news of the early morning attack circulated, Smollett soon found his story under scrutiny and falling apart. Yeah, when you ask the cops to take off your, or to turn off their body cams, that's suspect. The revelation from brothers Ambibola and the Osendaro brothers, that Smollett had paid them $3,500 by check and $100 in cash just before the attack TKO'd much of the support for the actor, who was best known for portraying middle son Jamal Leon in the blockbuster Lee Daniels, and Danny Strong created primetime soap Empire for 5 seasons. As his legal woes grew, Smollett was dropped from the Fox show's 6th and final season. In the past year, while awaiting the results of the unsuccessful appeal, Smollett has helmed the Vivica A. Fox starring flick The Lost Holiday and released new music. Lost Holiday is expected to come out next year. Last week, Smollett's feature directorial debut, B-Boy Blues, based on James Earl Hardy's 1994 novel, opens in New York City. So that is all there is to this right now, folks. But he has lost his appeal. He could be going back to jail because, yeah, the man is committed a hate crime, saying that white people tried to lynch him with a noose, poured bleach on him, and beat him up. And then it turns out, oh, yeah, that all was fake. And this man is fucking scum. Pardon the French. But yes, he is scum, and he needs to go to jail for his crime. As that judge who actually was in favor of his appeal being granted, no. Or as she said, richer or poorer, it should be fair. It wasn't fair during the first time when there was a conflict of interest in his favor, and he got off easy. So yeah, I hope that when they do try bringing it to the Supreme Court, that he or that the evidence against him says or shows that Kim Fox knew Jussie Smollett and by knowing him was supposed to recuse herself and have no orders given to the prosecutor in order to save his ass. But anyway, folks, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of this news? Oh, it's delicious. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just do. I love it. Let me know what you think of it, folks. Do you think he should go to jail for what he did? Or do you think that he is innocent? Different opinions are welcome, but keep them civil. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat. Y'all have a wonderful day, and always remember to stay humble.